Steve Harvey's family is turning into a huge mess, and boy, is the tea bubbling hot. It turns out that not only was Steve's third wife Marjorie cheating on him with several men right inside his house, but she's now thinking of filing for divorce. But before she can do that and get a large sum of money from her comedian husband, one of her booty calls is speaking up about all of her dirty dealings. And if that wasn't bad enough, he's also threatening to expose her with proof of their affair. Steve Harvey's bodyguard was one of the people that Marjorie allegedly cheated on Steve with, and now he's asking her to pay him huge sums of money just to keep it all under the rug. There are a lot of theories about what might be going on, and one theory even suggests that this was the bodyguard's and Marjorie's plan all along. We are going to talk about all of these theories and much more. So hold on tight to your seats because this story is a real doozy. If you're new here, welcome to the Celebrity Hike channel, and today we are going to be talking about how Steve Harvey's bodyguard is finally coming forward to expose Marjorie Harvey about their affair. But wait, before we move on to telling you about all of that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future uploads.
Before I get started, just let me say, I'm fine. Marjorie's fine.
Now, for those of you who don't know anything about what's been going on in the Harvey family, let us give you a quick recap. Allegedly, the couple have been having problems in their family for a while after it was revealed that Marjorie had been cheating on Steve with not one but two different men. And to make matters much worse, she was cheating on him with his own employees in his own house while he was out working. Can you believe it? After all of this came out, Marjorie knew what she had to do. You see, she is a smart woman and knows what to do to preserve her future and well-being. She decided to file for divorce, and if that wasn't bad enough, she decided to ask for a hell lot of money in the divorce settlement. You see, according to the report, she wanted half of everything that Steve owned when she walked out that door. But recent developments in this story changed the whole narrative, and now she might have to opt for a different plan. She is now in danger and her own affairs are coming after her. Steve's bodyguard, one of the people that she cheated on Steve with, is now allegedly threatening to expose her to not only Steve, but to the rest of the world as well. If that wasn't bad enough, he allegedly also has compromised pictures of Marjorie. Now this could not only ruin her reputation, but also ruin Steve's reputation, which is why people think that this could have been their plan all along, but we will get to that in a bit. Before we tell you all about the theory that Marjorie and Steve's bodyguard are planning to milk Steve dry of all his money, make sure to share this video with a friend who might enjoy our content and give this video a big thumbs up while you're at it too.
Because people at my church, you can't get another divorce. Oh yeah, I can.
Now, according to some fans, all of this was Marjorie's plan from the start. We all know how Marjorie loves money, and she has kind of made herself the reputation of being obsessed with money. If you don't believe us, let us tell you how Steve and Marjorie met for the first time. We know how they always try to tell the public about this sweet story of love at first sight, but the truth is far from that. You see, the two met for the first time back in the 90s at one of Steve's shows. He was in a comedy club at one of his gigs and Marjorie came to his show late. As soon as she entered, he stopped the whole show and just kept staring at her. She thought he was going to joke about how she was late, but instead, he told everyone at the show that he had no idea who this woman was, but he knew she was going to be the woman he was going to marry one day.
She came down front with her girlfriend. When I saw her, I quit breathing.
He stopped the show.
It was obvious that Steve had an instant crush on her the moment he saw her. But that wasn't the case with Marjorie. When Steve asked her out later that night, she declined his offer. But why? Well, she said that she would never be with a man who wouldn't be able to provide her with the lifestyle she wanted. And remember, this is back when Steve was hardly getting by. When you look at the people Marjorie was married to before Steve, it's pretty obvious that her first priority has always been money. She was married to two high-profile drug dealers, but as soon as times got tough in their marriage and they got busted, she walked right out the door. Anyway, let's get back to Steve and Marjorie. You might be wondering, if she rejected Steve back then, how did they end up getting married? Well, after Steve's second divorce, he was devastated. He had lost a lot of money and his wife as well. This is when he turned to his bodyguard and friend for advice. And take a guess about who the bodyguard asked Steve to call in this time. Yes, you're right. His bodyguard said that he had never seen Steve happier than he did when he was with Marjorie, so he should call her and reconnect. And ever since then, the two have been married. This is one of the biggest reasons why people think that there might be something going on between Marjorie and Steve's bodyguard. Why did he ask Steve to call her in specifically? Fans think that it was their plan from the start to blackmail Steve and milk him dry of all his wealth. That's where all the fingers point, and when you look at all the proof that fans have, it all really makes sense as well. So what is this plan that the two have? Well, we can never be too sure, but that doesn't stop fans from coming up with theories and speculations. According to some fans, the bodyguard and Marjorie have been planning this for more than 16 years. The two liked each other, but Marjorie knew he couldn't provide her the lifestyle she wanted.
Because once you know what you want, and if he wants you, then he knows what it's going to take for you.
So they came up with an arrangement where she married Steve and enjoyed all his money, securing her children a hefty inheritance, and easily snuck around with the bodyguard. And this was the final step of their plan. Marjorie is going to file for divorce and ask for a lot of money in the divorce settlement, but before she does that, the bodyguard is going to blackmail Steve while Marjorie pretends that she didn't see this coming.
It wasn't an option anymore. But when you get it, sometimes you got to get it wrong to get it right.
Well, once you get it wrong, you learn from it.
And as we all know, Steve would do anything to protect the reputation of his family and his wife. So when the bodyguard has made enough money from blackmailing his boss, Marjorie is going to file for divorce and milk Steve dry. Although all of this sounds crazy, it's Hollywood we are talking about here. Nothing is ever too crazy in Hollywood. And if all of this really is true, it could absolutely ruin Steve's reputation as a family man, especially when you think about the fact that he's seen sort of as a relationship guru in the black community.
I know what y'all doing. Find something else to do. I'll be fine.
Do you think Steve Harvey's bodyguard and Marjorie are plotting against Steve to get all his money? What do you think is going to happen next in this messy Harvey family? Let us know all your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. And hold on, before you go, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. And with all of that said, we will see you in our next video with some more juicy gossip.